Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction and review to 12 Beast Chapter 18, and this one's called The Serpent Hunter of the Blue Waters, I think. But either way, I'm super hyped for this. I think we'll be ending this arc this week for this chapter, and yeah, so I'm really hyped for this. You guys know that this is already becoming one of my favorite manga. I really love the action aspect, and it does have a little bit of fan service, but I don't think it's too much that it distracts from any of the story or any of the combat or any of the feeling of it. So I am really enjoying this. I think it has a good balance, honestly. But yeah, I'm really excited for this. It's another long one, 40 pages. So this may be a long live reaction and review, but we'll see how it works out. And yeah, I guess that's about it. Hopefully Fish Girl joins the main group. I'm really hoping for that. I really like Fish Girl. Yeah, anything else I need to say? Before we get into it, I'm going to go ahead and say if you're looking for, or if you're wondering about any other videos I'm going to do in the future after this, for the next, or this weekend or something, if there are no videos up for a little bit, it's because my power went out or whatever. There's a big ass hurricane coming, and hopefully it doesn't F anything up, but it very well could. So yeah, it's a pretty big hurricane coming, and hopefully it's not that bad. But either way, let's get into the actual chapter. I'm sorry, I don't know why I put that at the beginning, but either way, whatever. Let's get into the chapter already. Chapter 18, The Serpent Hunter of the Blue Waters. And I like this silhouette they're using. Yo, somebody with their face covered in a mask sitting on a crane. Interesting. And we see the crash in the water. Huh. Yo, we see the head of Indra rushing towards the tower from the end of last chapter. He's headed for the lighthouse. He's trying to destroy the lighthouse, says the what are they? The fishman soldiers. Or I keep calling him Fishman, but I think they're called Merfolk technically in this translation. Damn, he's fast. Does he get nimbler with his long tail gone? Says Ada, going at him. Yo, and then we see he's still charging. This is bad. I can't catch up to that speed, thinks Ada. Somehow, is there a way? Ada-san, he hears. Unsightly. I was picked out as the driver for this Gigas, brought into this world. This Gigas, Indra, one of the 12 divine generals, was given to me. I finally had everything I'd wished for. And we see drops landing on the control panel. Status, fame, power. I had everything. Even though if I at least managed to win this fight, days with nothing but fishing are waiting for me. And we see like just the sweat pouring off of him. His eyes are all bloodshot. Yo. The Gigas was half damaged. If I don't destroy the lighthouse and make the whirlpool disappear, not only will I lose everything up to now, if I lose this Gigas at this place, the fish people will. So somehow I need to destroy that lighthouse. And we still see the silhouette of the person up on that crane. Yo, and they grab the cable with the hook from the crane and throw it. What is going on here? And they latch straight into Indra's mouth area. What? Yo. What? What happened? And Indra is stopped by it. This is a shipyard crane. Fuck, I got hooked, just like a fish. Fuck, losing more than half the body does raise my speed, but the power stays the same with this thing. Yo, and then the crane comes toppling down. The person with the mask does a couple flips and lands. Fuck, even though the lighthouse is right in front of me. He looks and notices. We caught up, and Ada is rushing back, being carried by Arrow. Kuh, let's do it, Ada-san. Right. And then she drops him towards the lighthouse. Let's do a big one this time, Terrio. Please, leave it to me. I'll show you a blacksmith's potential. And then he crashes down his fist on top of the tower, it looks like. Kuh, that fucker. What's that line? A ditch? There's something glowing inside. Did he morph the lighthouse into something else? Yo, and the lighthouse is like opening up. It doesn't matter what you're trying to do, I'll just defeat you. And then Indra charges towards the lighthouse. Yo! And then it looks like a blade fires out of the middle of the lighthouse and slices Indra in half. This art. Yo, it is a blade. It flipped up. He turned. Wow. Ada and Terrio turned the lighthouse itself into a switchblade. And it just flipped up and sliced straight through Indra's head. Yo, and then the sun reflecting off of it. The art looks amazing. All of my hype. Wow. That was good. All the fishmen are cheering. Arrow brings Ada back down, and all the fishmen are crowding around him. Fish Girl hugs him. All of the fish guys are bowing to him, apologizing, the ones that beat him up earlier. Then we see the shield turns back into Terrio on his back. Wah, I'm worn out, she says, crushing him. Good thinking, Ada-san, to make the lighthouse into a switch knife and cut the Gigas in half. But how were you able to transform the lighthouse, even though it isn't metal? I remembered what that kid said. The lighthouse is made from the same metal-containing shell that the witch's house is made from. Well, it was kind of a high-stake bet, though. Don't. And then Terrio falls on him, crushing him again. Are you okay, Ada-san? I'm not okay, in many ways. There's a heavy, soft thing on my back. Yo, Terrio-sama. What happened, I wonder? Did she use too much magical power? Well, if you make that much big stuff, don't calmly analyze it, just help me already. Ah, but if you help me now, there'll be a bit of a problem. And then, yeah, and we see Fishman climbing up onto Indra's floating remains. Yo, so I wanna see what's happening with Jawea and with this masked person. Unsightly, how unsightly. And we see him throw the helmet off. The Gigas was destroyed, and there's no more magic power in the Magisuit. If things stay like this, I need to get away quickly. Yo, we see Fisherman without the helmet for the first time. What are you doing, gamer? Hurry up and rescue me. And then we see a merfolk's hands grab his ankle. Yo, that reaction face. Where do you think you're going, human? Yo. Sorry, let me grab some water. Yo, these fishmen, though. They look creepy as hell. They look almost like some, was it Deep Sea King from One Punch Man looking guys. Huh. There's no need to panic that much. You should just sink more calmly. Huh? And then he's getting pulled down. Welcome to the sea. Yo, so we are to assume he drowned or died? Or did they just capture him? Because, hold on, next page. Oi, you there, human. It's the soldiers. Yo, and we see those buff-looking anglerfish and shark dudes. And it looks like the one has a tattoo like the fish girl. The elite fish people have returned. What are you doing here? Says the shark guy. Well, I have some companions who got hurt, so I'm tending to their wounds. I'm also helping a bit. I agree with Father, Ninja-san. Yo, we see a little fish girl. That's why they have the tattoo. It's his daughter. You're the hero who saved this town, so don't bother with chores, says the girl. You too, Father. Your face is scary, so you need to talk more softly. Oh, okay. The chief just can't keep face in front of his daughter. Anyway, we're thankful that you protected the town while we were gone, says the chief. I didn't think they'd attack while we were invading their ships. That's right, Father. How was the fight? They sank splendidly. So that kid was the daughter of the soldier chief, Ada-san. That's why everyone listens to her. Ah, again, and we see Ada having a mental breakdown. How noisy. They're wounded around. Be quiet. Jawea-san. Seriously. Please, let us handle her, says the fish girl. The witch-sama has a potion, so it'll all be okay soon. But for her to travel in this condition it's regrettable, but it's not really regrettable, says Jawea. The reason why I told you before, the reason why I fight, I told you before. I told you because you abide by your own common sense. Honestly, that time I didn't trust you. But now I don't doubt a single thing about you, because you can do anything. That's why this is not something to regret. Ah, but you'll give me your email. But give me your email. I'll mail you later. Huh. So wait, is Jawea staying behind? Phuh. The reason why these noisy people were summoned here right in the middle of the ocean was to help the fish people. And we see the one in the mask. The Witch of the Deep Sea. Those are the ones who helped. So won't you patronize them a bit? Says, Steela. Phuh, says the one in the mask. Steela-san, is she someone you know? Says Ada. Ada-kun, good timing. Let me introduce you. She's Flake, the werewolf. She's going to guide us to our next destination. Yo, hello, Flake. Even for us werewolves, the danger of the Gigas still lurks near, but we can't oppose them by ourselves. That's why I accepted the Witch of the Deep Sea's advice and let her introduce me to you. First of all, I got a good look at your power. It is truly impressive, but I hadn't heard that it was a human of all things. In the first place, that strength is actually the gauntlet strength, isn't it? My bad, but I can't trust you at all. What is it? They're being harsh again, thinks Ada. Fish people are fine, werewolves are fine. Is it because I'm human? Why are they so hostile towards humans? Either way, they're coming with me, so give it up, says Steela. Wait, so it's already decided that we're going with you, says Ada? The thing is, we also came here to ask for your advice, says Ada. It's fine, says Steela. Your next objective is the land west from here, the place where the werewolves live. Frozen Soil Mountain Range. All your questions will be answered there. Even if you say that, it seems like you're dodging the question. Well, wait a second. Witch-san, Flake-san, are you two also coming? Says, Arrow. That means 4 at once. And, Arrow thinks about carrying everyone. No, there's no way. It's fine, I said, says Steela. I already have other means of transport ready. Yo, and her house is actually a giant, hermit crab. Okay, Yato coming through with that hermit crab. Oh my gosh. A hermit crab? That thing was under the shell house. And if you don't know, the author always uses a hermit crab as like his like, I don't know, his signature, his avatar for everything, really. Are we going with that? Says Arrow. Indeed, the house is also completely waterproof, so it's amphibious. Then, if you're already ready, let's go. Already? I wonder if it'll be okay. And then we see the gamer out in the ocean. PPP. Well, answer me. Are you listening, gamer? You retreated just like I told you to, right? Yo, and it's the one in the mask who got the fisherman from the real world. What is it? Are you unhappy with the retreat? There shouldn't be any reason for you to mind throwing that guy away. It's not like I liked him, but if I had taken advantage of that uproar, I'd have defeated him, says Gamer. He's not your target, so it won't count towards your score. Then it's fine, says Gamer. Hurry on back, Gamer. I'm preparing for another mission. Isn't that already enough, Black Clock-kun? Let's start the meeting. Yo, and we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, at least 10 or 11 screens, maybe 12, I guess, around, or maybe the screens maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. They're some math is not adding up here. Why are there 13? Or are there... I can't even tell. No, it's... That's so... Hold on. Yeah, there are 12 around him. So, it's just that the lines are weird because there are some lines in the middle of them. So, are these the 12 generals maybe, and not counting Fisherman now that he's been taken down? And Black Clock is the one who brought them all here? Okay. Oh, I didn't think we were going to get more of it. Okay, never mind. Is the Navy report that the plan to eliminate the subhumans failed true? Not only that, but I also heard that one of the 12 divine generals, sixth divine general Indra, the strongest of the Navy, was defeated. It's truly regrettable, but it's the truth. I haven't received a detailed report yet, but I wonder if we overlooked the fish people's power. Was the Navy underprepared? What are you basing that on? I only said it as a possibility. I have a question for the manufacturer. This is a problem of responsibility. Silence. Everyone be quiet. Black Clock, let's hear your opinion. There is no problem, says Black Clock. What do you mean, Black Clock? Even as a joke, the army's Gigas, the plan itself was but a test forced on the Navy. The 6th General Indra was but another of the 12 divine generals, a limited, mass-produced, defective product. This defeat was not a hard blow, says Black Clock. In the first place, there's no need for us to control the seas. We're already overpowering the land subhumans, so there's no need for us to bother with the Fish People village. Truly, that's reasonable. However, there's still the fact that one of the 12 divine generals was defeated. I've also received information that there are Gigas getting defeated in various places. If no one objects, I was thinking about sending my subordinates to investigate. There's no need to worry about that either. I've already taken proper measurements, says Black Clock. The 5th of the 12 generals, Vajora, and its pilot, Hunter. Hound and Hunter. No one can get away from that guy's eyes and nose. Yo, Hunter looks hype as hell too. I love these character designs. Okay, hype for Hunter. Yo, look at this dude. And that's where we end. Okay, sorry, that was a little bit difficult to read towards the end. I don't know if it was the translation or if it was because the dialogue was just kept super, super vague. Because you can tell it was one of those things where they were trying to keep it vague because of, I don't know, just to not ruin anything so early. But Okuyato has been killing it. This was a great way to end this arc. And I'm wondering, is Jawea still coming with us? They weren't that clear on it. I have a sinking feeling that I don't think she'll be coming with us. But let's go through it again just to review and give thoughts. I like the art from the beginning, seeing the masked person who ends up being Flake. We get Indra still rushing, picking up where we left off, just general normal stuff. Really, really good art of Indra there. Again, me liking Ada more and more. Ada is doing really well as a character. I thought it was a really strong scene where the fisherman was freaking out about losing everything, and he's like, I have to destroy it. I have to do it now. Also, really cool seeing how Flake is just talented enough to throw and latch the construction crane hook onto the Gigas as big as Indra, even though Indra's not at its full size anymore, and just be able to stop it like with a method like that. It was pretty smart and really makes it interesting being introduced to the character like that. And then now that Indra stopped, we get the great scene. Like, I freaking loved Ada just dropping down on the lighthouse and turning the entirety of the lighthouse into a switchblade. I freaking love that. Yo, that, just going through the art for that again, it looks so good. That's the hypest part for me. That's like the hypest scene so far in the although I did like the scene where Jawea lost her wing. Just that scene, I freaking love this, where the knife cuts him in half. That is hype as all hell. Then we get a short little celebration and all the fish people bowing and stuff. And sadly, the chief's daughter looks like she is not joining us. Disappointment from me. Disappointment to you, Okuyato. What are you doing? Like, I love where the story's going, but I am disappointed that we aren't getting more Fish Chief's daughter. So, Terrio collapsing because she used up so much magic. Pretty reasonable. We get to see the fisherman without his helmet, but it looks like he may have been actually killed by the Merfolk warriors, Whew, that was hard to say. It looks like they may have just drowned him. But they may have captured him. Maybe. But it looks like they just drowned him. Then we see the soldiers actually return, and we found out that's why there wasn't anybody to help fight Indra. All the elite warriors were out fighting all those ships, and they actually successfully took down all of those ships, which is really, really cool. And we see the chief and find out that the chick is a daughter. So, yeah, I love the freaking Fish Chief daughter. I wish she would freaking join the group, but she isn't. Fish Chief and the warriors also, their designs are really, really cool. I like the way Ada had another mental freak out. We get to see Jawea again. I like that they're not just, oh, miracle, your wing is back. I like that they're doing that. And it seems like Jawea maybe isn't going to travel with them anymore. That's why they have to exchange email and stuff. So that's sad. Jawea was waifu. She was one of my favorite characters too. I really would have liked to see her continue fighting and carry on with only one wing. I thought that would be really badass. But sadly, it seems as though that's not going to be going down. And we already have a Harpy. It's just that Arrow to me is a really boring character. She's good for comedy relief. She's kind of like the Sokka of the group, only not very smart. So yeah, it's regrettable that we're losing my girl Jawea, but oh well, we still have a lot of good characters, and I'm really loving the development and making Ada and Terrio both even better through the development this arc, so that's cool. Not really the biggest fan of Steela yet. I feel like she didn't do much this arc, but I feel like she'll do more going forward into the future. So then of course we get Steela back, and we get the introduction to Flake, and I really like Flake. Her design looks like really serious, and there's something about her design that reminds me of like old 90s anime style, so I like it. I like it a lot. So we get that. And we have her saying, she can't trust a human, which is reasonable, and of course Ada should believe that they can't trust humans. I mean, the humans are the ones killing them with the Gigas. But yeah, we get some hype for Frozen Soil Mountain Range. And really, I love that this series is going to all of these different sort of, what's the word? We have these different kinds of settings that I really like. Like the Harpy Village, the way it had some plains, some cliffs. It just looked really nice. I really liked the building design. I loved how the Grand Crevice was this massive, massive canyon, but it was also like a big cityscape within it, and it had the labyrinth. I love, the Fishman City is my favorite setting we've had so far. Like, the Fishman City looked incredible, and now we're moving on to a frozen mountain range that I think is going to look awesome. We get the reveal that freaking Steela's house is a hermit crab, so that's really awesome, and that's going to be their new method of transportation. So really, really cool there. And it's amphibious. We get some more development with the gamer. So interesting there. And it seems like the gamer isn't one of the generals. They're just doing their own things. I think they're going to be an important character later on. Maybe they'll even flip sides and become a good guy. I really like seeing our main villain, what it seems, Black Clock. And a meeting with all these people that maybe I was wrong. Maybe they're not the 12 generals. I have no clue who they are. Maybe they're just higher-ups within the kingdom. They definitely look human, though, so I can't tell if they're... I guess they might be from the real world. It's really interesting. We have a lot to learn, and I like that Okayado threw this in there to make us wonder about things without really giving us too much. And then the final page, seeing the 5th General, Vajra, and its pilot, Hunter. Hunter looks so freaking hyped. Ah, man, and I think that would be the dog general, right? Since they said Hound and Hunter. Ah, man. So I really, really, really like this one. This was a good chapter. Maybe even the best chapter. I don't know. I really like this one. I would say that, honestly, the art was incredible. I loved the finale, the climax of our battle with Fisherman. I love seeing the new characters. I love the stuff we got with Black Clock and seeing Hunter hyped up, seeing where we're going next. there was just so much content. I couldn't give this less than a 10 out of 10. So this was best chapter so far, possibly. I loved it. And yeah, this is a really, really great series so far. So yeah, I hope you guys would share the series around and try to get other people to read, because I want this one to catch on, because I'm loving it. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video though. Like if you did like the video, comment down there and tell me what you thought of this chapter and what you thought of all my thoughts on it. I freaking loved it. It's so good. Yeah, and that's it. So subscribe for more 12 Beast, Matsumusume no Ira Nichijou, and a ton of other stuff that's not by Okayato. Just a ton of stuff on the channel. Check it out and sub if you want. Follow on Twitter if you want as well. I'll try to keep you updated there on stuff with the channel. When I post stuff, push stuff back, whatever. That's it. So thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.